The Diamond District, Antwerp in Belgium, is the hub of riches. Imagine breaking into this heavily guarded and monitored region controlled by Belgian government itself. Imagine passing through the world-class 10 layers of security system including, but not limited to, hundreds of CCTV, seismic, infrared, and light detectors. It seems unthinkable, but it happened back in February 2003 when Leonardo Notarbartolo, the mastermind behind this diamond heist, dared to do the impossible because he didn't have to, he was born to do it. This is Mr. Jam Speaks, narrating one of the biggest heists of the 21st century. From diamonds to gold and silver, from jewelry to foreign currencies, Antwerp Diamond Center is full of luxury items and a hub for trading. 80% of the diamonds traded across the globe go through Antwerp Diamond Center. This calls for high-profile security, and indeed this was the case back then as well. District's own dedicated police force managed by Belgian government was located in the heavily guarded region. The vault that housed the diamonds was situated 2 floors below the main floor of the building. It was protected by multiple security mechanisms with 10-layered security setup. Hundreds of CCTV cameras installed to monitor the whole region with steel cylinders placed in the pathways to obstruct any sort of theft. Upon reaching the vault, there was an external security camera recording 24/7 of all the happenings. A combination dial on the door with 100 million possible different combinations for the code was installed where you could spend thousands of years without decoding the right passcode. As if this was not enough, a key lock with highly specialized foot-long key was put in it as well. The door was made up of 3-ton solid steel, which required 12 hours of continuous drilling in case somebody dared to do this. But this drilling option goes out of the window, thanks to the seismic sensor installed which detected any vibrations around that location. On top of it, a magnetic field alarm with 2 metal plates on door and wall was attached to create magnetic field. If the door was opened, magnetic field would break, triggering an extensive alarm system. Even if you were somehow lucky to reach up to this level, another steel gate with a key would welcome you. Besides that, light sensor alarm detecting any light variations, infrared heat detectors with heat and motion cameras, and an internal security camera monitoring and recording 24/7 were installed at the site as well. Merchants from across the globe rent out safe deposits in the building where the vault is present, which contains hundreds of millions worth of gold, diamond, silver, and foreign currencies. This is what Leonardo Notarbartolo did. He rented a partly furnished office in the Antwerp World Diamond Center in 2000 and posed himself as an Italian diamond merchant to gain trust and credibility of the management, and got an access to the building and the safe. As smart as he was, half of his game had been finished once he became a well-known dealer in the market, where everyone vouched for his reliability. Just a small pen with camera was needed to finish the task. This is what he did. He took high-definition images of the whole locality with his frequent visits to the vault. He, along with 4 other members, conducted detailed surveillance of the Diamond Center and the vault itself. To our surprise, they created an exact replica of the vault with the pictures at hand. The robbery required 18 months of intense preparation. Thanks to its replica, they knew every inch of the vault with precise directions. The group members were at the top of the game. They knew exactly what they were up to. Finally, the day came for the real show, for in February 2003, the mastermind Notarbartolo walked into the vault, posing as a routine visit. While inside, he swiftly sprayed women's hairspray on the thermal motion infrared sensors. It would temporarily insulate the sensor from thermal fluctuations in the room, and the sensor would only go off if it detected both heat and motion. Next day, the group rented a car and drove towards the operation target. To avoid large number of security cameras in the area, they used a private garden for the entry. This garden shared its wall with the diamond center from the back, and luckily it wasn't under video surveillance. The garden allowed access to a small balcony in the center, which the group accessed via a ladder. An infrared sensor monitored the terrace, but they used a styrofoam box to conceal their thermal signature. An aluminum plate with double-sided tape was deployed to break the magnetic field sensor. Walt's foot-long key was lying right by the door in a small room. The group turned off the antechamber lights before opening the vault door to avoid tripping light sensor in the vault. Black bags were used to cover internal and external security cameras. The alarm system could go off anytime, and in order to avoid this, they reached up to the ceiling to locate the security system's inbound and outbound wires and attached a piece of new wire, rerouting the circuit and ensuring that it was irrelevant if the sensors were tripped. As smart as it gets, heat sensors were blinded with styrofoam boxes, and they ingeniously used a black duct tape to cover the light sensor as well. They used a hand crank drill to break the locks on each of the security boxes. Everything was executed in the dark flawlessly, as they had completely memorized the layout of the vault. More than 123 out of 160 safe deposit boxes were forced open, and that was it. $100 million worth of diamond, jewelry, gold and currencies right in front of their eyes. The moment when the biggest diamond heist was in the making. They came in with a few bucks, but left with deep pockets. The heist was clean, but the escape was not. They had plans to burn all the evidence, including the plastic gloves they wore. Due to some reason, Notar Bartolo's friend suffered a panic attack and disposed of the evidence poorly. He threw everything into the bushes instead of burning it. Consequently, the landowner of the site found this rubbish and informed the police, mentioning that it contained envelopes from the Antwerp Diamond Center. As a result, the police immediately launched an investigation. It was a game changer for them. Not only did they find those envelopes, but they found a half-eaten salami sandwich as well. This provided the direct DNA evidence enough for police to find the suspect, Notar Bartolo. He was eventually arrested and spent 10 years behind the bars. He never gave names of the other 4 accomplices, which is still a big mystery. Along with their names, a large sum of money and diamonds still remain unrecovered.